What's going on, everybody? It's your Ath Geek, Uche Waneri. And before we start this video, if you like my content, think about hitting that like button and subscribing to the Ath Geek. Would very much appreciate that. But as for today, we have some breaking news and a little bit more information in regards to the viewer results we can expect from HBO Max when they give us more information in regards to the Snyder Cut release. But right now, we have some info coming from comingsoon.com that really does give us a little bit more perspective and actually shows that there was a huge demand for the Snyder Cut upon its release. Let's take a look at this article from Coming Soon. Now, Coming Soon says that Snyder Cut draws 1.8 million households in first 5 minutes of release. Now, that's huge for those out there who aren't savvy to like Nielsen and these different aggregators who get together the information for viewer ratings. This is something that probably is going to put the Justice League Snyder Cut in a league of its own, at least as far as HBO Max is concerned. But in the first 5 minutes, to have 1.8 million viewers upon release almost immediately, that has to say something. 1.8 million, I'm sorry. 1.8 million has to say something that really does show, at least from the outset, that there was huge demand for this movie. It says, according to Samba TV, per Deadline, the long-awaited and very good Zack Snyder's Justice League drew an impressive 1.8 million HBO Max households during its first 5 minutes of release over its opening weekend. Comparatively, Wonder Woman 1984 managed 2.2 million U.S. households back in December, but that figure still remains a huge win for Snyder's film and HBO Max. So, clocked in at 1.8 million, not quite as high as Wonder Woman 1984, but obviously I think there's a huge difference in the level of quality that is considered for each of those movies, as Wonder Woman 1984 did not perform very well and did not have the long legs that many expected, and it was released over the holidays, so you've got to expect that there would be a lot more people who are ready to watch it at that moment as compared to what we had here with Zack Snyder's Justice League, which got released more in the middle of the week, on Thursday morning, technically, in the U.S., 3 a.m. on the East Coast, midnight on the West Coast. So there's going to be probably a little bit less fanfare ready to watch a 4-hour movie, but the simple fact that it was 1.8 million compared to 2.2 million when you're looking at a movie that's 4 hours and 3 minutes and another one that's just over 2 hours, that is a pretty big haul for a movie of this size and this magnitude. Now, they've got demographics and whatnot down here, but it says that Justice League managed to outperform the opening weekend of Marvel's anticipated and equally good Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which attracted 1.7 million households, the most viewer weekend premiere ever on Disney Plus, according to a statement by the Mouse House. I think that also provides a little bit more context as well. When you're looking at this situation, you really have to account for what Disney Plus is doing. Now, Disney Plus, with the whole weekend for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, if you would have asked me beforehand, I would have guessed over the long weekend, it would be really close as to how they shaped up. And they were really close, 1.7 million to 1.8 million. So effectively, while Justice League did do better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you can call that a draw if you like, because the same amount of people and fanfare lifted these two programs to similar heights in terms of immediate response from when they were released. Again, this is something in the middle of the week. This isn't during a holiday period like you had with Wonder Woman. So it is going to be a little bit different in regards to how it actually plays out number-wise due to people's availability. But it says here also some things to consider. Wonder Woman 1984 had the benefit of a holiday release and a PG-13 rating, which meant more families could tune in. Plus, Justice League released while most schools were still in session and faced the opening weekend of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. That's a big point. So however way you spin it, the opening weekend numbers are massive. It will be interesting to see how well the film performs over the coming months, especially after Warner Media's Ann Sarnoff proclaimed WB had no intention of continuing Snyder's vision. This is good for HBO Max. Either way they look at it, this is a win for them. They've gotten a situation where they have a hit movie, a 4-hour movie that is a hit on the level of things that are less than an hour long, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then also double the length of a holiday release and Wonder Woman 1984. So I think you got to be pretty happy right now if you are WB as far as HBO Max goes. You've gotten some good returns thus far on the Justice League Snyder Cut. And, I mean, it makes sense to most of us. It makes sense that you would try to look to capitalize off of this. I mean, your streaming service is where you're trying to cut your teeth right now. You're trying to get some in-lanes into that industry. Disney has already, you know, gotten off to a hell of a start ahead of everybody else. And, you know, HBO Max before the Snyder Cut was rearing up the backside of this. So this is everything you want out of production from a product as far as HBO Max is concerned. And you should be looking to capitalize on this regardless of what the feature film situation looks like. I think that they would be fools to not at least turn out a spin-off TV show for someone like Cyborg, for somebody like the Star Labs with the Atom. You know, you have so many different possibilities. They laid out and planted a number of different seeds that you could go after if you chose to, that could pay huge dividends down the road. I mean, this is where you can really set the foundations for your streaming service and get it off to a point where it can actually make an impact in the competition that's really bringing a lot more to the market right now as compared to HBO Max. So this is something that I would think there would be meetings happening at this moment where they're looking to find a way to expand on this because they know there's a demand for it. You know, if there's a demand, you need to meet it because it only means good things for your brand. But let me know what you guys think. 1.8 million in the first 5 minutes for the Snyder Cut, a 4-hour feature-length film. Leave your comments down below. Hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to the AthGeek Uche Waneri. I appreciate you guys so much for checking this out, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.